Shalom, call halal, Yahal Bashim Yahshai, Bahashim Kakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that are pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful tabernacle of David, to the Aquat that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yahshua. Who shall rouse him up? Genesis 49:9. Judah is a lion's whelp, you so-called African Americans. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Let's read that here in the NLT. Judah, my son, is a young lion that has finished eating its prey. Like a lion, he couches and lies down like a lioness. Who dares to rouse him up? Who dares to rouse him? Who's gonna, what does that mean? Stir him up. Who dares stir him up? Who's gonna make you Negroes mad enough that you're gonna come out fighting? Right? Who dares rouse him up? What does that mean? You are terribly fierce, no one will bother you, right? Well, they're rousing us, right? Who causeth him to arise? Let's look at that right here. Cum. Cum, how you say that?
Strong's H, 6965. Cum.
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 Stood, rise. Who arise? Rise up, raise. Who shall raise him? Who shall rise him up? Here it is right here. To arise, hostile sin. Who's going to make him mad enough that he's going to stand up ready to fight? Become powerful. Come on the scene. Look at that. Judah ain't even on the scene yet. Here it is. You're the lion of the jungle, right? You're the king of the beasts, but you walking around, like a couching like a female lion. Endure, to be proven, to be valid. Jake ain't even valid no more, right? To be set, to be confirmed, to establish oneself, to stand, to make a stand. Who shall rouse him? Who shall make him mad enough, provoke him to hostility? Become powerful. Okay, so read it again. Where do we go? Judah. Who dares to rouse him? Who dares make him mad enough that he's going to come out fighting, right? Okay, so enough on that. Let's take a look at this. And this is in the law. This is in law enforcement or in the government. Fury erupts as Tennessee Democrat incites unrest. Look at that word. Unrest in response to GOP support for law and order. So this goes into politics. All right. Next News Network 2 hours ago. What's going on? I'm going to start it right here at 1:31 or whatever after he's done selling heat, which we're moving into spring. Nobody needs heat, right? Anyway, take it away.
That's getwarmnow.com. Now, in a disturbing display of reckless rhetoric, Democrat Tennessee State Senator Charlene Oliver has openly called for riots in response to Republican lawmakers passing a pro-police bill.
Who shall rouse him up? Okay? We're going to see. Jake is getting roused up slowly, right? We'll see who's the last animal of the animal kingdom standing.
The legislation, sponsored by State Senator Brent Taylor, aims to prevent cities from restricting police officers' ability to conduct certain types of traffic stops, a move designed to support law enforcement in maintaining public safety. Here's her words.
It is a slap in the face, and you might as well stomp on the grave of Tyree Nichols for bringing this bill. Yes, we are emotionally charged. Why? Because it's personal for us. Taylor made this personal the minute he introduced this legislation to target one family and one life that was lost. So yeah, we're gonna fight. Dr. King said the riots are the language of the unheard.
Uh-oh, not Dr. King. Whoa, but we are talking about riots here, okay? These ain't the 60s riots, all right? This is leading straight into Jacob. Jacob's trouble is here, all right? So these riots ain't from the 60s.
You ain't saying nothing yet. If you keep silencing us like this, what do you think our district's gonna do? We have had it up here. Gloves off. Like we gonna fight like hell. You don't expect us to respond when you gaslight us every single day with these bills? There's a bill to get rid of the Tennessee Human Rights Commission.
Now listen to how Jake is talking. Got to compare this with slavery, right? Because we done came a long way to feel like you can talk like this, because they had Jake, boy, under the thumb completely. Jake would not open his mouth, let alone be talking with his hand on his hip like this. And this is Eve too. See Eve in a position of power? That's backwards.
That they're gonna bring to abolish it, rooted in the Civil Rights Act, to make sure that we have protections for folks that look.
And you hear how they're bringing up legislation going back to civil rights, which is nothing. Okay, that's not where your power is. That's a bunch of bullshit too. Your power goes back to the commandments. That's where you're written in. That's where you stand, not on this penal code bullshit that doesn't support you at all. See, this is Eve fighting for her lover, Esau, fighting his battle.
Tyree Nichols. Don't tell me this stuff ain't racist. Don't tell me it's not. It is rooted in racism. This was a Jim Crow bill that Taylor brought, and all his Confederates voted for it today.
Wow.
Now, before this devil speaks, understand, okay? They're in lockstep. He can talk about her because she ain't doing exactly what you want her to do, but you're both working towards the same goal. You're compartmentalized, and we see it, okay? But where's the dude at? Where's your man? Where's your black man standing? No, she's the black man standing. And you dispatched her because you can't get a real man. See, a real man gonna stand against you and stand for Yahweh Shem Shai, not stand up to do the bidding of the devil. That's what she's doing. Now we're gonna see another instance of that. So this is not really Jake being roused, but you're gonna see Jake being roused here in a minute.
Senator Oliver's inflammatory comments came during a press conference on Friday where she declared that we are going to fight. Dr. King said the riots are the language of the unheard and you ain't seen nothing yet. If you keep silencing us like this, what do you think our district's going to do? Well, these words are a chilling reminder of the dangerous path the far left is willing to take, prioritizing chaos and disorder over the safety and security of our communities.
Now see, Esau is perfectly fine with Jake rioting and doing things that they can actually control. But once it spills out of their control, that wasn't really counting on them. So when we say who shall rouse them up, we talk about that rousing where the scorched earth situation is going to jump up. Okay, and that's coming. It's not coming. It's coming from the 2/3. It's not coming from the men of the Lord. We're not going to do anything. But scorched earth is all that's coming. All right, the Most High has got a scorched earth policy.
Now, Oliver, who co-founded the social justice activist group, the Equity Alliance, went on to claim that the bill's rooted in racism. It's a baseless accusation, only serves to further divide our nation. She even went so far as to refer to the bill as a Jim Crow bill and labeled Republicans who voted for it as Confederates, as you heard.
You hear all of this, these racist talking points and all of that? And it's fine, okay, because that's where it's going. It is going to a civil war. It's going to a race war, yeah. And we're not doing it. The Most High is the one that's doing it. We'll get the precepts, okay? And it's going to be what it's going to be. You're going to come and point your fingers at us. Well, it's going to happen anyway. So we'll see what happens after. We'll check the aftermath of it, right?
Disturbingly, she's not alone in her extreme views. Fellow Democrat State Senator London Lamar echoed her sentiments, outrageously claiming Republicans passing the bill was a form of slavery. She said, "I feel like a slave sometimes in this building," and then vowed that the gloves are off. Wow.
So Jake is rousing up. Okay? They're rousing up off the plantation. Esau's like, look, bitch, I gave you this job to speak on my behalf, not to out me or try to come after me. We're working towards the same damn thing.
What we see here is drunk on power. I don't like that you take this position on this bill, so I'm going to silence you.
Sound like Eve. Eve, who let you out of the hood? Put a wig on you and a pantsuit. Listen to her. She's drunk on power. Esau's ready to take his power back and slap Eve right back to where she came from. I'm the one that put you in the wig and the monkey suit.
Position on this bill, so I'm going to silence you. That's a form of slavery. I feel like a slave sometime in this building. I'm over it. And all the members standing here are over it. At what point are we going to truly be a democratic body, respect the fact that every single one of us are represented by the same amount of people in their districts, and we all deserve the same voice and the same level of respect, regardless if we agree or not? I am tired of the Republican Party expecting us as minorities to do what they want to do, but treat us disrespectfully. Nah, we're not doing that no more. We at this time of session where gloves off. And I support any of my members have the right to defend themselves, to not accept disrespect, and we should expect disrespect from the other side of the aisle. I just wanted to get it off my chest. Y'all heard it, you can repeat it, but it had to be said. Senator Alden.
At least it.
All right, and I don't care to hear what else this devil is about to put his spin on it, but we're just going to take all things together. So there's that. Now let's watch this. Let me see. Yeah, let's watch this. This is crazy. I thought I had my Rappaport right here. But see, Jake is being roused up. All right, so that's Eve, with her legal. That's the pit bull of Esau, so she's second in charge. Jake ain't in charge of nothing, so Jake is finna do shit his way. Not quite sure if this was real or not, but this is that subway fight. Okay, now what does this go into? This goes into law enforcement. Why did they send National Guard, whoever they sent down into the subways to check purses and all that? And then this nigga comes out with a gun and a knife. What's going on? Okay, what's really going on? How does this nigga, right after they send the National Guard, how does he get on the subway? Not down in the loading, whatever you call it, where you load and you get on. This nigga's on the train fighting, right? Specific, like he came to fight. Anyway, let's watch this real quick.
At 11 o'clock, terrifying new video of passengers on a subway in Brooklyn, frightened for their lives as two men fight and one of them shoots the other in the head. Eyewitness News reporter Jim Doyle live in downtown Brooklyn with the details on how horrifically...
Listen to how this devil is going to sensationalize this situation.
Went down. Jim.
Tonight, Bill, a routine commute home turned in seconds into abject terror with gunfire and hundreds of passengers trapped underground or running for their lives.
Oh, Ringling over here. Ringling Brothers. This Carnival Barker ass motherfucker. This is what the news has regressed to.
Gunfire and hundreds of passengers trapped underground or running for their lives. One man was shot in the head with a gun police say he first pulled. It was madness on the...
Sound like one of Nate's reads. Second as brothers. Ha ha.
The two men scuffled briefly on the northbound A train, but some passengers just stayed in their seats until the older of the two men pulled a gun. For hundreds of people on two separate trains, a routine commute home changed suddenly tonight with the deafening echo of gunfire underground.
Where's the NYPD? Oh my God! Close the door! Close the door!
Passengers crouched down to avoid the gunman firing in a car just across the platform.
Just
As I'm
across the
coming
plane.
out, you hear pops, like 3 or 4 shots, pop, pop, pop. Then the doors open, everybody come flying out.
Some stayed glued to the floor where they thought they were safe.
People were becoming frantic. People were praying, huddling on top of each other.
I got a question. All these years, the New York subway, the da-da-da-da, the New York subway, and I'm scared of the subway to jump in the turnstile. Okay. What the fuck? We send the National Guard down for, why did they send the National Guard to the subway? They sent the National Guard to the subway, what, a week ago? Let's say a week ago. What happens a week later? Then a nigga didn't show up shooting in the subway until they sent the National Guard down there. See? What's that about? Okay. What's that about? What's really going on? And that's a different story, but we see things, you know.
Hugging each other, trying to reassure one another that everything was going to be okay, but it didn't feel like that in the moment.
But those closer,
It was like a stampede. Everybody was rushing to get off the train. So, it was a lot of pushing and shoving, commotion, yelling, crying. This is crazy.
Baby was right there.
I don't think I was gonna make it back home. I was next to everything, just like you in front of me. That's where I was.
It ended with a 36-year-old man shot in the head and rushed to the hospital in critical condition. It started on a northbound A train just as it was pulling into the Hoyt Street station. As 2 men scuffled, one pulled a gun and the other took it from him.
This nigga sound like Ringling Brother. One drop shot, where's the news?
32-year-old fired multiple shots, striking the 36-year-old.
Okay, so we got 32. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 sixes is 666. So what are we being told here? They keep saying the 32, the 36. The fuck does that mean?
As this was occurring, the train pulled into the Hoyt Schermerhorn station, which is right behind me.
Police on the platform recovered the gun and the shooter was taken into custody. It's not clear if he will be charged because he was not the aggressor.
Oh my God, oh my God.
For those trapped in those cars, it was a terrifying nightmare they'll be reminded of with every click of the turnstile.
I was shocked and scared, because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if they were
I didn't know what's happening.
So I just wanted to get out of this station.
There's a lot of things happening at once, and all you can think to yourself is, I just hope I get out of here safely.
Just to sort all this out, according to police, the older of the 2 men, 36-year-old man, first pulled the gun. The younger of the 2 men took that gun from him.
The gun, the knife, the gun. Got it all on film. The gun, the knife, the shots. Crazy. What are we seeing here? All right. So anyway, yeah. Shit is spiraling out of control, if I'm not mistaken. So what happened there? I thought I did my rap report. Where's my rap report? Anyway, so we got that. Let's get this rap report. This is the brother. We're gonna use the brothers. We're gonna use the brothers. GMS Kawalia 4. This brother 10 hours ago put up a video of Rappaport. Right, we're gonna watch it. Pieces of it at least. This is Michael Rappaport slipping, apparently, making deals. But what is he doing? Let's see. Michael Rappaport, if 10 black people from America were taken hostage in Gaza by Hamas, the entire world would be on the same page, period. So this dude is stirring up. He's stirring up Jake. Take it away, Michael.
To all my Jewish friends, my Jewish brothers and sisters, stand tall. Stand tall. Do not let this fear, this sadness, this anxiety, and this dread overwhelm you. Draw strength from your family, from your friends, from your ancestors, and the worldwide bond that we share that has always put the battery in your back. We're used to being looked at as different because that's what we are. We are different, and that's a good thing. I know that Jews are looked at as weak, but we're stronger than you can imagine. That's why you hurl propaganda visual that we control all the money, we control the media, because it's plausible. It's plausible because we're just that good. Smart, compassionate, moral, and strong people. And we need to stand taller than ever against all those sick, dumb, uneducated black tar in their blood who hate Jews because they ain't. You hate us because you ain't us. You do not like Jews. You. If you don't like Israel. You. If you don't take 60 seconds to look up what a Zionist is. You. You say genocide, I say you. You say apartheid, I say you. You say occupation, I say you, dumb. You don't shake our hands at basketball games. You. You don't want us on campus. You. Leave, scumbag. You don't want us to exist. You don't shake our hands at basketball games. You. You don't want us on campus. You. Leave, scumbag. You don't want us to exist. You do not want Jews in Israel to defend ourselves. You have a problem with Jews because we're Jews. You, October 7th didn't happen. When you saw the videotape, we hate Jews because they ain't. You hate us because you ain't us. You do not like Jews. You. If you don't like Israel, you. If you don't take 60 seconds to look up what a Zionist is.
Okay, so the point of this video is they're showing him doing what he's doing. This is how he gets down. But then they're going to show footage of him doing business, right? This is the business, and then you're going to see him making the business deal to produce this material. Okay, you'll understand what I'm talking about in just a second.
You money. Let's get into this video.
I don't know. I don't think this is going to get people to come over to your side.
Now they're about to show. This is some insert. This is her video. She's going to show Rappaport making a deal on the phone to produce these videos. Okay, now
I just do videos and thinking. If I say Israel, you gotta pay me a certain price. If I say Zionist, you pay me a certain price. If I say Zionist, Israel, and Jewish, that's the big three. I get paid for that. Right. Same as always. Yeah, just keep paying me the same thing. Zionist, Israel, Jewish, you pay me. No problem. If I go what if I go watermelon emoji, and if I say something about Palestine? If I say fuck Palestine on camera, okay, you're gonna give me more. Okay, cool. If I say Zionist, Israel, and Jewish, that's the big three. I get paid for that. Right?
I don't know. I don't think this is going to get people to come over to your side.
I just do videos and thinking. If I say Israel,
she said, come over to your side. People are choosing sides.
you gotta pay me a certain price. If I say Zionist, you pay me a certain price. If I say Zionist, Israel, and Jewish, that's the big three. I get paid for that. Right. Same as always. Yeah, just keep paying me the same thing. Zionist, Israel, Jewish, you pay me. No problem. If I go what if I go watermelon emoji, and if I say something about Palestine? If I say fuck Palestine on camera, okay, you're gonna give me more. Okay, cool.
And
if I say fuck Palestine
Shalom, shalom, Yahshua.
All right, so, yep. As you can see, yeah, he was slipping right there. So anyway, let's go back. Who dares to rouse him up, right? Who dares to stir him? Well, the answer is Michael Rappaport. Now Jake is about to, right? That's just, I'm going to try to end this off, so just get a couple of precepts on the way out. This is Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. This is the Most High. I will lay my vengeance, the Most High's vengeance. So he's going to use us, his people Israel, to lay his vengeance upon Edom. Okay? And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power. So that's just not good. That's not good for Esau. But this is an example of Judah being roused. The Most High is going to rouse us, right, for this mission right here. And this goes into the 2/3, okay? The 2/3 are going to rise up and like that Negro on the train, even though it looked like he was attacking Ephraim, right? All right, let's get this. I'm gonna cut it short right here. This is Isaiah 19. Let's just read the whole thing. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. Swift cloud is a chariot, big spaceship, and going to come into America, which is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. This will be Americans against the Americans. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Jacob and Esau are brothers, aren't they? Yep. And that explains some of this stuff going on, okay? This is a fight, all right? And it's about to, it's going to get ugly out here, okay? It's going to get ugly, all right? Isaiah 19:3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. They shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Okay? So this place is spiraling out of control and circling the drain at the same time. All right, so I just wanted to show that this is spiraling. Get ready for more. Okay? Get ready for more because they are passing legislation coming after you, Jake, and you're going to stand up and you're going to fight back. So with that, stay ready, stay prepared. We hope that the electorate edifies you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.